Article 256 of the air navigation, you are committing an offence.
Offence? Am I flying a drone at this minute?
Near the building. Okay.
Look, the joypad's not moving.
UK cop's biggest mistake ends with him getting sued. Welcome. Here, we break down real encounters between the public and police, examining the law, the behavior, and the context so you understand your rights, their responsibilities. And where the limits are, I end this episode. An auditor heads to Preston City Center to capture footage of a building fire using a drone. He keeps his distance from emergency crews and operates within the rules. But once the drone is landed, an officer approaches in a confrontational manner, wrongly claiming the flight was unlawful. What follows is a tense exchange driven more by attitude than facts, ending in a decision that quickly unravels and compensation that shows just how badly the situation was handled.
You got a drone up?
Pardon?
You got a drone up? Can you bring it right down? Now?
I ain't got a drone up.
You've got a drone up?
I haven't.
You haven't walked past me with a drone?
I haven't got a drone up.
Where is your drone? You've obviously got the drone up.
I haven't.
Well, you have.
No, I haven't.
Just listen to me.
No, you listen to me.
Right.
I haven't got a drone up.
Just listen to me.
Go ahead.
So what's that then?
That's some drone footage.
Right, okay. So where's your drone?
Huh?
Where's your drone?
What's it got to do with you, buddy?
Right. Just so you know, you are committing an offence.
I'm not committing an offence at all. Am I flying at this minute?
Listen to me.
Am I flying?
Listen to me.
Go ahead.
Right.
Just to let you know, we'll contact the Civil Aviation Authority to put a temporary ban on flyovers.
Mate, he said I'm flying. No, I'm not.
So,
Am I flying?
so where's
Where's your drone?
What's it going to do with you guys? I'm not flying a drone. Just crack on with your job.
Right. Under Article 256 of the air navigation, you are committing an offence.
Offence? Am I flying a drone at this minute?
Near the building. Okay.
Look, the joypad's not moving. Look at that, guys. He's just said I'm committing an offence.
They can fly themselves. It's not stupid. I own the drone myself.
The officer moves in as if the drone is still in the air, when in reality the operator is just reviewing earlier footage. That difference is crucial, because the UK Civil Aviation Authority rules apply to active flights, not someone standing on the ground holding a controller. Jumping straight to accusations without checking the facts shows a response is based on assumption, not evidence. They then mention contacting the CAA to place restrictions, but any such measure would only take effect going forward. It can make a past flight illegal, which makes the warning feel more like pressure than proper enforcement. Referencing Article 256 of the Air Navigation Order 2016 also doesn't fit here, as it requires clear endangerment during the actual operation.
Johnny, so am I committing offence now?
Yes, you are.
So are you arresting me then? Are you arresting me?
I'm going to take your details and someone's just...
I'm not giving you the details.
Right, well, I have to arrest you. You're giving me
Go on then. Go on then.
Right, okay.
I'm not flying a drone. I'm not flying a drone. My drone's in my bag, you pair of muppets.
You won't give us the drone.
Mate, you've just am I being detained? Detained for what?
Committing an offence under the Aviation Act. Okay. I have told you that. I have asked you.
Am I being detained?
I have asked you.
Am I being detained? I'm arrested?
Yes, you are.
Right. My drone's in my bag.
I asked you. You said.
My drone is in my bag. Check my bag.
I was trying to say, help him out. I know that. But he's made that decision. He's a grown man, and if he wants...
Mate, no, my drone's in my bag. I've told him it's in my bag. He's detaining me, arresting me for a
You
drone.
need to get your details as well, your name and address as well.
What? I was flying it before you actually told me it was an offence. Why is it an offence when I've got a... Are you arresting me? Serious?
Yes, I've just arrested you.
Will you check that bag just to make sure my drone's in there?
Once we've established safety details.
When Reggie asks if he's being arrested, the officers sidestep a question and keep pressing for his details, suggesting their priority is identifying him rather than addressing a clear offense. When he refuses, the situation quickly escalates to arrest purely to obtain that information. That's a serious concern, because arrest power shouldn't be used just to force someone to give details when they're within their rights not to. They move straight to handcuffs without properly explaining the grounds, while another officer grabs his controller, adding to confusion and showing how quickly control takes over from procedure. Reggie is left asking basic questions about his status, something that should have been made clear from the start. Only afterward do they confirm he's both detained and under arrest. Even when he explains the drone is already packed away, they continue to justify the detention, still relying on the need for his details.
This is, hey, do you know what? This is an unlawful...
Listen to me, alright, before you start shouting. Once we've ascertained your details and confirmed who you are, we can look at de-arresting you in relation to...
De-arresting me? I've not committed an offence from the start. I've got a licence and everything.
Right, but your colleagues just...
You don't arrest people first, mate. That you're doing the wrong thing.
Come with me.
Pardon? It wasn't flying, mate.
Come with me.
Jog on, you muppet. Who's got the controller and the phone?
What did you do?
I need that control and the phone because he's got the evidence, mate.
Right, okay.
I proved to you I weren't flying a drone.
You haven't proved it, you was being awkward.
Mate, you said that I was flying a drone.
Controller is. I can't talk, you're shouting.
I have got handcuffs on and they're hurting, mate.
Have you got his controller? Right.
I do.
We'll take the controller.
So look at that, that's still going as we speak.
Right.
That was from footage before when there was no blocker in the area.
Just search his bag.
Yeah, of course, mate.
When they say they can just de-arrest him once he provides his details, it highlights a clear problem in their reasoning. Under Section 24 of the Police and Criminal Evidence Act 1984, an arrest must be necessary at the moment it's made. It can't be used as a shortcut to get someone's identity and then reverse later. Reggie rightly challenges this, as they appear to be arresting first and looking for justification afterward, which is the exact opposite of how the power should be used. When the controllers return and the footage is still playing, it becomes obvious he wasn't even flying the drone when they approached. Reggie then chooses to open his bag and show the drone inside, something he's not required to do, since he has no duty to assist or provide evidence. The fact that he has to go to these lengths just to prove his innocence reflects poorly on how the situation is being handled.
What was your name, fella?
I'm not telling you my name. I'm not telling you. I'm not obliged to because I'm not committed an offence.
I was only asking your name.
He's detained me and I'm in handcuffs now.
I've already told you. Under the Aviation Act, you are committing offence. You're driving you're flying a drone near buildings.
Near buildings.
Without a licence, you can't do that.
I've got a licence. I've got a licence. Am I permitted to give you a licence? Because this area is exempt from the CAA.
Who is it?
Eh?
Where's the drone?
It's in the bag. Look through the rest of the bag. No, inside the bag, not that bit.
Sorry guys, can I just ask you to take a couple of steps back for me? Thank you.
No, it's sorry.
Oh, so now Constable is seeing that my drone's in the bag, as it is. It wasn't flying when he pulled me and put me in handcuffs. So now, this is a wrongful arrest. Am I still being detained, Constable? Please let me know soon, because the longer this goes on, the more you will be a civil court matter. Okay. And I will prosecute you.
That's fine.
The officer continues to argue that flying near buildings is automatically illegal, but that only applies where specific restrictions are in place. Reggie had already checked the area against CAA guidance, which allowed the flight, so the officer is clearly acting on assumption rather than the actual rules. Once the drone is found sitting in the bag, the urgency they claim disappears, raising serious questions about why the arrest is still being upheld. Reggie's warning about taking legal action isn't just frustration either. If an arrest is made without proper grounds, it can qualify as unlawful arrest or false imprisonment, both of which can be challenged in civil court.
Make complaints, Lancashire Constabulary, mate, by all means do so.
Are you being cocky, Louis?
No, I'm telling you where to make your complaint.
Peace, what's your collar number?
Sergeant 5409.
Sergeant 540. Are you happy with your constable doing what he's done to me?
You'd like to make a complaint?
Are you happy with what your constable's done to me?
Ashley?
Can he let me out of these cuffs now?
Listen, you are committing the offence, okay?
How can I commit offence when I wasn't flying?
Do you want to
At the
listen or
time,
shout at him?
you wouldn't tell me whether you was flying or not.
I wasn't committing an offence.
Right? Listen to me. At the time, I suspected you was committing the offence.
No, you said I was committing an offence.
Because you wouldn't tell me you had the drone in the bag.
No, I told you I didn't have it.
No, you didn't.
Mate, you've done an unlawful arrest on me today. What's your collar number?
You can have a call at 8512. Okay, listen to me. You're now de-arrested because you're not flying the drone. Should you?
I tried to tell you I wasn't flying a drone.
Should you that drone take off? You will be arrested.
No, I won't. Okay. No, I won't. If I want to fly that,
CCTV monitoring.
I want to fly that. This is a legal way I can fly this drone. I've got a license. Okay. Are you a muppet or what? So are you saying if I fly that now, I'm being arrested?
Are you going to keep still, or it's going to hurt when you take your hand?
With a sergeant present and letting it all play out, it raises real concerns about supervision. Oversight is supposed to step in and correct mistakes, not allow them to continue unchecked. Even after the drone is found in Reggie's bag, the officer still insists an offense has occurred, despite the claimed risk no longer existing. He then admits the arrest was based on suspicion. But Article 256 of the Air Navigation Order 2016 isn't triggered by suspicion alone. It requires actual danger to people or property. Relying on suspicion for something that demands clear risk shows how weak the justification had become, and the eventual de-arrest only confirms that the grounds didn't stand up when properly reviewed.
Listen, stop pushing my back. You're making things a lot worse here.
It's going to hurt.
You muppet.
Don't be swearing.
I will swear, because he's arrested me for nothing.
You're going to get yourself locked up for something else.
Locked up for what? Public order?
Breach the peace or public
Breach of the peace. Go on,
Just
crack
stop
on, crack on.
swearing.
You've put me in handcuffs for nothing. Don't put them on the other way around next time, you Joey. You not put a pair of handcuffs on, or what? So why are you twisting
Do not
them like
pull
that?
your hand away
I ain't
like that.
pulling. Do you think I want to walk away with that on me? You Joey. You're a muppet, mate. You've arrested. What you arresting me then for nothing? I weren't flying a drone,
Just be arrested.
and it's illegal to fly a drone here.
All right, okay.
Is it not?
Prove it then.
Prove it. I'll give you my operator's ID.
Go on then.
Go on then.
Let's have a look at your ID.
I'm going to give you my operator's ID right now, where it's legal to fly a drone right here.
Okay. So that says that you can fly above buildings
Yeah.
and people.
Yeah. Do you know what type of drone this is? Before we go, because I'm going to make a civil claim against you,
Fine.
right? I'm going to show you the drone. This
Seen
is.
the drone. I don't know what they are.
Do you see that there, buddy?
It's a DJI Mini. I know.
DJI Mini, it's under 250 grams, right? Nothing around here in Preston
Yeah.
is exempt from me flying above, and I wouldn't be. I wouldn't.
near a burning building.
I was 120 meters above the sky, buddy.
And interfering with emergency.
Not interfering.
After everything that happened, Reggie's frustration leads to him swearing, only for that to be used as a basis to threaten a breach of the peace. But that power applies where there's an immediate risk of harm or disorder, not someone venting after being arrested. With no complaints from the public, that claim has little support. Reggie then offers to show his operator ID and explains a drone weighs under 250G, which is important because drones in that category face fewer restrictions when used properly. He also states he was flying at around 120 meters and keeping his distance, directly countering any suggestion that he was interfering with emergency services.
Not interfering.
It was.
How was it
Your
interfering?
signal was interfering
No,
with
it
the
wasn't.
fire brigade
No,
drone.
it wasn't.
Hence why it's
Don't
actually
lie.
down.
Don't
Have you
lie.
got your license?
What?
You got your license?
For one, I'm not permitted to show you my
You just told me
license.
you're going to show me, now you're not.
But do you know what that is?
You're lying then.
That's my operator's license number.
Right, so
Yeah.
I will contact then the CAA and I will let them know about your unlawful flying of the drone.
It wasn't
And
unlawful.
You'll lose your license, won't you?
No, I won't.
You're being monitored. See you.
I can fly this again. Because the drone, do you know CAA? They need to put a blocker in the area.
Well, they're doing it now.
Well, once they do that, that will stop me flying.
Carry on shouting, you're going to get locked up.
No, I won't stop
Yes, you will
shouting.
get
No,
locked
what?
up.
This is me.
Right.
What are you going to arrest me for?
My face.
What are you going to
You're
arrest
looking
me
for a breach of the peace. As simple as that.
Oh, breach
Do
of
not
peace.
shout in my
You
face.
can't be offended.
Right.
You can't be
I can't be
offended.
offended. These firefighters can. This baby here in this pram can.
I'm really. Do you know what I'm offended? You're a muppet.
All right.
Yeah. Do you know why? Because you illegally arrested me then.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Did you not illegally arrest me
No,
then?
you're not suspected, you fly
My
the
wrist.
drone.
Look at my wrist there.
Right.
My
Put a
wrists are
complaint
killing
in.
for what
Put a
you did.
complaint
You
in.
are a muppet.
Right. Put a complaint.
8512.
Yes.
Yeah.
Put a complaint.
I'm gonna-
That's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Look at you laughing about it. What type of a Joey are you?
Once Reggie provides his operator ID, that should have been the point where things calmed down. Instead, the officer doubles down, saying he'll still report him to the CAA, even after it's clear Reggie is properly registered. That only suggests the officer had already decided his position regardless of the facts. When Reggie raises his voice in frustration, the officer again turns to breach of the peace. But that power depends on a real risk of harm, not simply an officer feeling challenged. Personal offense isn't enough to justify it. Telling Reggie to file a complaint while laughing makes matters worse, as it shows a lack of professionalism and seriousness, especially after an arrest that has already fallen apart.
You are a tyrant, Constable. You think you can do that to people when I've got a license for a drone?
Okay.
Have I got a license?
You've not
That will be proven in
not
court.
got a real license.
Pardon? You didn't actually put me in handcuffs.
I have.
That's not the way you do it.
Flying the drone. You said no. You said yes. You wouldn't tell me whether you was flying the drone.
Oh, so you just arrest people on
You
that?
wouldn't show me. what
You
was in
need
your
to.
bag.
Oh, you need to know CAA.
Right.
You don't know it.
Deal with it in court.
You don't know it. You're a Joey.
Thank you.
You are a muppet.
Thank you.
I'm disrespected.
Right. Now
I've
you're
been.
breaching the peace because there's members of the public there that are offended by.
Are you
your
offended
language.
what I just
Right,
said?
So listen to me. Back in with the language. or you're
I'm
gonna get
speaking
locked
to
up.
you.
Simple as. Move on.
No, I'm going this way.
Right. Move that way then.
Is my silence good enough for you?
Yes, that's perfect.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Tyrant, aren't you? This is the Preston Police Force for you. Joey,
You're a tyrant!
Tyrant!
The outcome shown in the screenshot says a lot. The case was settled for £1,150 in compensation after legal action was taken, which typically suggests there were serious concerns about how the incident was handled. This wasn't just a disagreement on the street. It escalated to the point where the force chose to settle financially, implying the arrest and overall treatment would have been difficult to justify. The ending itself is also telling. The officer drives away after everything, while Reggie walks off frustrated, leaving no real sense of resolution or accountability in the moment. No explanation, no acknowledgement. Just a quiet departure after a situation that escalated unnecessarily. Moments like this often reveal more than the arguments themselves, as they show how quickly confidence collapses once the facts no longer support the actions taken. Look at the full encounter. The key issue is how the situation kept escalating even as information was repeatedly provided. Registration shown, drone located, and rules clarified. Despite that, the officers continue regardless. The eventual compensation only reinforces how avoidable it all was. If you found value in this breakdown, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to support more analysis like this.